What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Huawei Mate 8 after 1 month of using this device as my main driver. So let's begin by getting the specs out of the way. The Mate 8 has a Kirin 950 3GB of RAM, 32GB of storage that's expandable via microSD card slot, and a 1080p display. All of this adds to a smooth experience. I haven't had any real stutter issues on this phone, and throughout the month of using it, the phone only hanged on me once. One thing I couldn't stand was this phone's interface. It looks very similar to iOS, and I personally don't like the aesthetics of it. One thing to also mention here is that it doesn't come with an app drawer, which is also a negative for me, as I like to have only the apps I actually use on my home screen. Now let's talk about the hardware. The device is definitely premium in the way it feels, with its metal body construction. Its 1080p screen is not as dense as some of this phone's competitors, but in all honesty, the trade-offs of using a lower pixel count display like better battery life is worth the pixel sacrifice. But besides the pixel difference, the rest of the display is great with vibrant colors and great viewing angles. The battery life on this phone definitely does not disappoint either, with it easily lasting a full day of heavy usage. And if you were to use some of the power saving options, you could easily get 2 days from a single charge on this phone. The last aspect of this phone I want to touch on really quick is the camera. The still images are good most of the time, but the video on this camera is definitely not the best. There is definitely motion blur when recording at night, and I should also mention that it caps at 1080p, but hopefully Huawei will update this in the future to 4K recording. After using this phone for a month, I can definitely say I would recommend it, but if I've given a choice between this and the Nexus 6P, I would definitely pick the Nexus 6P. You get better interface in my opinion, and direct updates from Google. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up my review of the Huawei Mate 8. It's a solid Android device, but there are better options out there on the market for around the same price. As always, this is Ed from TechSource. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.